Hey, so this is just a quick tutorial for Windows users for downloading Visual Studio Code. So this is the program that we're going to use to actually write our code. It just makes it easier to write than other programs. So we're just going to click this download icon here when you go to code.visualstudio.com/download. So just click that and it should download automatically an installer file for you. Just wait for that to go through. Okay, once it's done installing, you can just click here and you should see an installation agreement here. You can just agree to that. Click next. You can keep these as the same. If you want, you can add a desktop icon. That's might be an easier way to get to it if you'd like. And you just click next. Okay, then once you're here, just click install. Just give it a minute to go through this. Okay, so once it's finished, you can keep that checked and just click finish and it should launch for you. Okay, so when it launches, you might see a release version like this. Don't worry about that. If you happen to see that, just close it. You should see a screen like this. First off, I'm just going to make my screen bigger. And before I touch anything else, I'm going to hold the control key and then push plus just to make it a little bit bigger. Feel free to do this yourself if you'd like to. You can push plus while holding control to make it bigger or minus to make it smaller. Just do whatever you think is a good size for you, and you can change it whenever you want. Okay, so if you see a screen like this, we are not going to be using the AI features. AI on the tests is considered cheating. And especially so you can follow along in class and while you're learning as beginners, AI can actually hurt you learning the basics if you're just accepting everything it gives you. There's lots of good ways to use AI and we can go over that in class, but just skip over this. You can click this, choose your theme. If you want, you can choose a light or a dark theme, or if you like high contrast. I personally don't like high contrast, but that might be useful for you. I'm going to stick with dark modern, but you can choose whatever you want. And there's also these video tutorials. Feel free to watch this if you'd like. This is a good overview if you want. But we're just going to mark this as done. And then you should see a screen like this. So before anything else, I'm going to have us go into the settings wheel and then come up to here to where it says settings. And then just click there. And inside of here in the search bar, just type out disable. And you should see this option right here to disable built-in AI features. So just click that. And if you want to add this back in later in the semester, or because you really want AI features, that's your own prerogative. You could actually disable this if you want. But for exams, again, you're going to be using VS Code, and having this enabled would be considered cheating. So I just really recommend you click that so that it stays disabled. So once you do that, you can just click out of the settings here. And then we're going to go over to the extensions tab right here. And we're going to install a few extensions. So first up, we actually can see it right here, but just in case you don't, just type in Python. And you should see Python right here at the top if you click install. Just give that a minute to install this Python extension. So extensions are just extra features you can add on into VS Code that make it work better. So this makes it much easier to run Python code. That's why we're installing it. So just give that a minute. So that's there. If you get rid of the search bar, you can see it actually installed a few different extensions when you installed the Python one. That's exactly what we want it to do, so that's perfect. We want to install a few other ones as well. So let's do Excel viewer. Yeah, this one right here. So install that one. If you see this, just trust the publisher. Then we're going to go into SQLite viewer. So this one right here, let's install that. Then let's do, let's see, we need Jupyter, spelt with a Y in the middle right there. So make sure you install that. Then let's do Jupyter, spelt with a Y in the middle right there. So make sure you install that. Then let's do Jupyter, spelt with a Y in the middle right there. So make sure you install that. Then let's do Jupyter, spelt with a Y in the middle right there. So make sure you install that. Then let's do Jupyter, spelt with a Y in the middle right there. So make sure you install that. Then let's do Jupyter, spelt with a Y in the middle right there. So make sure you install that. Then let's do Jupyter, spelt with a Y in the middle right there. So make sure you install that. Then let's do Jupyter, spelt with a Y in the middle right there. So make sure you install that. Then let's do Jupyter, spelt with a Y in the middle right there. So make sure you install that. Then let's do Jupyter, spelt with a Y in the middle right there. So make sure you install that. Then let's do Jupyter, spelt with a Y in the middle right there. So make sure you install that. Then let's do Jupyter, spelt with a Y in the middle right there. So make sure you install that And then we're also going to want live share. This is very useful, especially if you work in teams. So we're going to install that. And if you click the X to get rid of the text, your installed should look like this now. If you want to install other things, feel free to. You're totally able to do that. And then that's all you really need to do for now. When we get into class, I'm going to show you how to do some other stuff with this. We're going to open up folders and create text files within it. So yeah, we'll get started in there when we come to class. If you have trouble installing this, just let me or the TAs know. We'll make sure you get it up and running. And yeah, we'll see you in class. See ya.